and I think we're live. And it's a wet race, apparently. What? I don't think we should be surprised anymore that it's a wet race in Division 2. It's just usually the new normal. But it is Zandvoort today, and the session starts in 9 seconds for one shot qualifying. And of course the one shot format being used, so drivers only have one chance to make their mark in qualifying. So let's see who's going to come out on top, as Young Shots leads the way down to turn 1, but Enferk goes into the lead, and the order all switches around as we wait for the pack to kind of spread out. Enferk makes quite a bad turn 4, and he drops a lot of positions on traction. It's a 1-2 for AlphaTauri at the moment, as we're heading down this twisty part of the track into turn, I don't know what turn that is, but it's Young Shots up into P2, making a mark here for Carlin at the start of, or in sector 2 we go. Panda leads the way like he has for much of this season. Hits the apex nicely. Don't wanna go on this exit curb too much, and into the chicane, which is where a lot of time can be lost or found. Jump over that curb. Maybe could have used some more curb. He lost a lot of time there. He took a pretty bad chicane, but it's Panda and Mitchell for the win, or for the pole position. Who's going to get it? Looks like Marine's dropped a couple of positions up to the line. Who's it going to be on pole position? It's going to be Mitchell on pole position, making his mark for Carlin and for himself in this championship battle. They're fighting for both championships against AlphaTauri, the people in P2 and 3, and his teammate himself in P4. So looks like we'll have the two championship protagonists going side by side at the start. So we have Mitchell on P1 with a 118.9, and Panda just a tenth behind him with a 1.19.1. Marine with a 0.4. Shots only 40 milliseconds behind Marine with a 0.4 also. Enferk with 0.6. Swifty so close to Enferk with a 0.6 as well, and Aiden followed close behind, and Nova and Giza, and in front Cheese and Morris. Morris not having the best qualifying. He has been up there recently, but he will start down in 11th place. And Arrows and Simo with a 132 must have made quite a lot of mistakes, and other drivers are not classified. So we head into the race. We have 37 laps of racing to come, with a formation lap, of course. As we wait, it looks sunny at the start, which is a change for most of the season, as we're usually used to a wet qualifying and wet race now for the past 3 or 4 races. So it's been tough on the drivers. They've had to get prepared for wet races, as it's become the inevitable. But it looks like it's going to be dry here for the Netherlands, or the Dutch Grand Prix. So we have a formation up. As can't change my camera settings, unfortunately, so just gonna have to cope with that. But so everyone going through Tarzan boat, I think it's called, and the track of this, as you can see, there's not going to be a lot of overtaking to be done from turn 2 to pretty much the pit straight, as this is a really cool corner to go through really fast, and then you can get punished, especially on this curb, if you go wide, hit the apex there, and another twisty part of the track. And that's a cool corner there too. And another slight opportunity to overtake here if you can come out behind or very close to the driver in front. So this is where the DRS detection for the pit straight is. So as long as you're within 1 second around here, you should get the DRS detection. I see you have looked at the Hayden Gullis camera sense. I haven't, but my camera sense are usually great. Oh, and there's a massive gap to last place. Not what Michael would have wanted. He'll be sitting here on cold tires. We'll have a look at the tires if I can find out how to do that. There. So we have 3 gamblers on soft tires, usually down the back of the grid, but for the front 8 or front 7, it's all on the hard composite tires, as Charlie Seymour gets disqualified. He's a lot behind. Oh, I was actually wrong with the DRS detection. It's different in the game than it is in real life. So it's just before the final corner, as we wait for Seymour to line up on the grid, as we can get racing in Zandvoort. 37 laps of F2 to come. Who's going to come out on top in this championship battle? And in Zandvoort, it's lights out and away we go. And Michael gets a pretty good start, and Panda's already trying to fight him into turn 1. He has to settle for second as everyone's making moves. There's a bit of contact there between Infernal Cheese and a couple of other drivers. That's a Carlin dropping down, or Infernal Cheese dropping down the grid, as Michael leads into this twisty part of the track, as there's an incident down the back between ours to Valhalla and all the other drivers, as we go racing into the middle sector. Young Shot's making his way up into P3 to put Carlin in a great position at the minute. Swifty up 2 positions already, as Moraine has dropped 5 positions at the start. Same with Arrows and Infernal, not having the best start, and Infernal goes off the track again. I think he's got wing damage there. Yeah, he's missing a full front wing, no safety car, so that's going to do him dirty into the race, as we can expect a battle between these two. Michael and Panda, the 2 championship protagonists. If Young Shots can stay but close to Panda and Michael, then he can help Michael a lot here if he can attack Panda. But doesn't look like he's going to be doing that, as he's already under threat from Swifty Racer. Is Swifty Racer going to turn on the... Oh, there is no overtake in F2. Here he goes, round the outside. Is he going to make the move? Young Shots defends well. Swifty's going to have to settle for 4th place unless he can maybe find a move, but it's going to be very unlikely. Nova Iconic, Swifty's teammate, I believe, following close behind, followed by Mferk and Aiden. So we have 2 people into the pits on lap 1. Is Moraine going to look for a move into the corner? No, he's just going to have to settle. As we said earlier, there's not a lot of opportunities to overtake at this track, but there is fighting up front. Swifty's trying to go down the inside on Young Shots. Young Shots trying to defend. Looks like Swifty's going to go for the switchback as he goes down the inside. Is the Young Shots going to get double overtaked here? No, Young Shots hanging on well into the chicane and the stadium section. Who's going to come out on top? Young Shots. They're battling cleanly, but looks like Young Shots got into the curb, and that's allowed Nova to get by. Not what he's wanted, and Mferk nearly goes up the back of him too. We can see Panda and Mike. As I think the position changes are a bit glitched, but they've already pulled out, and Panda already looks to be on the attack here, as he says the fastest lap of the race. So it's going to be a battle of who has the most pace in this race. Well, what's he going for already? No, he's just going to have to hold on for a little bit, as it's definitely a long race. Races Races aren't won this early, but maybe for Panda that might not be getting overtaken a curb there, which is not what you want to do in case. And we've had a spinner in Simo. He's been at the really banked corner in turn 3. Unlucky for him. He's not having the best of weekend so far, but we can see a massive DRS turn as he spun it again. But lots of fighting going down here. Are we going to see any moves made? Maybe behind. Is anybody going to go for it here? Don't think so. So already the race is starting to play out a little bit here. If it's just going to be a massive DRS train, we're not going to see a lot of overtaking. But let's go to the front for a second. This is Michelor and Panda. Panda's trying to make his mark early in the race. Michelor goes defensive. He's down the pit straight. Panda pulls out to the inside, brakes later, spins Michelor around. That's Michelor in the wall. Michelor's got wing damage. Michelor's dropping down positions. He's dropping down the order, and the two championship rivals have tangled, and they're going side by side. The two Carlins, they crash into each other, and that's Young Shots dropping down the order, and Panda leads the race. Pan leads the race, followed by Nova Iconic and Swifty Racer. In front, she sets the fast lap of the race on the soft compound tyres, but there goes Nova off the track, and to allow his teammate by him. Is Nova going to fight that? Maybe down into the chicane. We'll see now. No, just not a lot of chances here, but Mike Shore, after having such a great start, he's dropped down the order here, but he's gonna have to fight his way up again. He does have the pace. We seen that at the start. He does have the pace, but Young Shots there, I'm just not sure what happened. Had a bit of a collision with his teammate there, which is never what anyone wants to see. And Elmo Valtteri. Are we gonna see any moves up the straight? No one gonna go for a cheeky dive. Not at the minute. As the order just starts to... That's Marine coming into the pits. It's very early to come into the pits. So he's obviously doing that for non-strategical reasons. And Oliver, so do I, mate. Here's the action. Michel's all over the back of Emperor, but as you can see, it's been a lot of talk about. It's very difficult to overtake here, but Emperor makes a massive mistake. He gets on the curb like we talked about on the formation lap, and Michler taking advantage of that. So is Gissa. Looks like he wants to maybe send one down the inside. Emperor goes deep, and the Michler. He's already making his way back up the order here as he chases after the two Aston Martins. And let's watch this battle. Here comes Gissa. I don't think it's on his teammate, but in the similar looking car he's not gonna send one, he's just gonna wait up a bit. But you can watch these two as they continue to battle. The two number 7s for High Tech, having a great race at the minute, up in P2 and 3, but Panda's he's come alive here after taking out his championship rival. But Swifty's getting very close to the back of Nova Iconic, as maybe might go for a move in this section if he's feeling lucky. Loses a bit of time there at the corner, so it could be a difference in setups. There goes Mferk off the track. He's made a massive mistake. He's dropped 2 positions. Not what you want to see there, but let's go up here to Swifty Racer and Nova as he continues to get the DRS for the pit straight. Nova kind of not having the best exit. The 50 meter board's already gone, which is not ideal because that you want to be turning in just after 50 meter board here, as he does pick up the DRS. He's going to have the slipstream. Down the pit straight we go. Is he going to make the move? Looks like he's trying to play it safe for his teammate. He doesn't want to cause any collisions here, but Michael's already starting to catch up, which after being taken out by Panda 2000 Q, that's Simo having another spin. He's already 30 odd seconds, 40 odd seconds behind the leaders. So it's just not his day. I don't know if he's just taking the mick or what's going on, but it's whatever. Let's watch Marine. Marine, after picking up a penalty for dangerous driving in Division 1, he's trying to go around the outside again. He makes contact again, but he gets a great exit, usually due to traction difference, because you are allowed full traction in Div 2, which I think is being loose. Ryan loses it. Confirms what I was saying a bit, kind of. Michael's back up into DRS. Looks like Emfork's stuck in the train a bit, and don't think we'll see any overtakes. Simo spins again. I think it's blocked by the chat bit, so I can't see Swifty's a long way behind now. Don't think he's going to be able to make the move this lap, but could see more moves maybe. Doesn't look like it. Here comes Marine. There's no ERS in these cars, which must make it super difficult to just stay behind the driver the whole time. But Marine gets a brilliant exit. Are we going to see it into the last corner? Or not the last corner, but Marine setting himself up nicely to attack the Van Amersfoort of Arrows to Valhalla, pulls to the inside. Valhalla trying to make it not easy for him, but Ryan on the brakes gets the move done before the exit of the corner, which brilliant move from Ryan as he battles his way up from losing 9 positions at the start. We'll have a look at tyres. I think everyone's on the same tyres, but we'll have a look. Nova gambled for the softs, which has played into his hands beautifully at the minute, as he's already up loads of positions. As here we go again. Let's block the UID or whatever it's called, as we watch Swifty go for the move on his teammate, pulls to the inside. What is Nova going to do? No, he's not. He's going to go around the outside to try and battle his teammate. Swifty gives him a little bit of a nudge there, saying, "I'm the boss, you back out." And what Mike sure is he must be getting a bit frustrated at the minute, as he's getting held up a lot by these pair, but as he tries to battle his way up from losing them positions. Are we going to see a move? No, not at the minute. But Michael's got a good exit. If he can just stay close to him, pretty close here. He's missed the apex by quite a bit. Doesn't look like we're going to see a move soon. Nova and Michael, these two are all pretty close, as we see Morris having a big moment on the exit of the corner, getting on the curb. Morris takes advantage of that from starting P11 for Uni. Vertu having a great race here, both up into the points now. And let's watch these three as they battle their way down the straight. Michael still in P4, he's so close, but Nova will be picking up the slipstream from his teammate and the DRS from his teammate, but Michael has the straight line speed. He's going to go for it into the turn 1. Is he going to go all the way around the outside? No, he's not. He doesn't have enough traction to make the switch back. This is losing him a lot of time to his championship rival. I don't know what team, but I do know that the driver of the same team, but they are playing this team game brilliantly here. Oh, Nova missed the apex a bit, lose a bit of time. Is Michael must be getting so frustrated at the minute. Nova makes another mistake. Michael makes a mistake as well, as just mistakes galore here. Enfrock again pretty close as we say that, as he missed the apex by country mile. And we can watch these three again, as that seems to be the only battling going on. So Nova has the much or significantly faster tyres at the minute, so maybe they're starting to drop off a little bit. I'm not sure if it's the same tyres as F1 or what's the story. But Nova makes a bit of a mistake there. Looks like Mike could maybe capitalise on that. No, this looks like Nova's going to pick up the DRS and slipstream. Swift goes on the grass a little bit there. As looks like it's all. Oh, Emperor goes for a dive down Van Armsuit. He gets the move. Oh, they've taken each other out. My Emperor, he got a bit too confident there. Oh, there goes the Uni getting past nicely. But I guess I don't know what Emperor is. Oh, Elmo Valtteri nearly gets caught in the chaos, but Emperor he just thought that he could squeeze him a little bit, but I guess it just did not want to back out, and Emperor again, and yet another incident this year. Oh, here comes Michler. Michler getting so close, he's going to go for it. Nova's just holding him up so much. They are losing so much time to Panda by doing this. It's a bit painful to watch. I'm losing brain cells by watching this battle. But that's what we have to do to give Formula V the great content that it deserves. So if Michler can just stay close here into the end of the track, and someone's had an offing, not sure who that is, but Michler's super close here. He's going to pick up a massive slipstream here. He's already pulling out to the side. He goes for he opts for the inside this time. Nova trying to battle a little bit, but they make a bit of contact, just a friendly tap, and Michler is through into P3 as he sets after his friend Swifty Racer. Is could see a bit of teamwork there, and it looks like Michler's missing an end plate. He is missing an end plate. Michler has damage here, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him as Simo's lapped. I think he should just retire for the safety of all the other drivers, as he's just taking the piss now. Not really what you want to see, as he's just causing trouble for everyone else. Sure, he comes into pits now, but there's a bit of battling. And Michler's trying to get past his friend Swifty Racer onto the main straight, but we can watch Emfrock and Gissa again. Or no, we can't watch them, but we can watch Gissa versus Elmo Valtteri. Let's go back up to Michler. It doesn't look like he's going to be fast enough to get past him here, but Morris is going to go for it. Here comes Morris and Uni. Nova, he's having the race of his season so far. Nova, he tries to defend, gets it done, defending nicely. Oh, and Sim will spun again. I think he's taken out Aiden. Oh, that's awful to see. I think Simo took him out. It's a full safety car, which is really good for an Nova Iconic, I'm pretty sure. Simo spins again. As he's taken Aiden out, which is just awful, but all the action is going to happen in the pit lane now. Marine comes into the pits. And Inferal Cheese goes into pit 2. As I think we're see most drivers come into the pits here for their tyre compound. I'm not sure what the tyre wear is like in Division 2. Panda comes into the pits for his pit stop change. The one that Swifty stays out, Michler stays out, Nova comes in, Elmo might come in. Okay, so from what I can see, I don't think Panda's going to be able to go to the end on those tires. Elmo stays out again. Has Panda made a mistake here? Because most people have opted to stay out here, I think. Not what I thought. I thought that most people would come in, but as Seymour retires, like he was told to, for just really awful driving. He's just taking Aiden out by completely brake checking him. Really not nice. As Panda is going to have a massive advantage, but it's quite difficult to overtake. He's going to have a great tyre wear advantage at the start of the restart, but Swifty's going to lead the way. I think he has in Division 2. I think he has in Division 2 so far. He's a solid driver, and you can always see him fighting up in the top 6, top 5, and maybe even for the podium. Like he got that podium back in season 4 or season 5 Baku. Of course, Baku's just carnage usually. I think it was season 4. Michler and Swifty opt to come into the pits now after not doing it on the first lap of the safety car. Elmo stays out. Nova stays out after pitting. As we look at the tires, so Panda pits for softs. Michler goes onto softs. Swifty goes onto softs. They made quite a big mistake by not doing that the first lap of the safety car, because they've lost position to Giza and Nova Iconic, who started on the hards. I think they'll be going to the end on them hards. Yeah, I think they will be. But we have safety cars. We wait for Infernal Cheese to catch up. Oh, I just realised Young Shots has not pitted, but he has got a lifeline in this race by the safety car, kind of get out of jail free card after having that incident early on in the race. Safety car. So let's talk about the standings. So Michler sits in first place on 191 points, followed by Panda. He's 21 points behind on 170, and we have quite a big gap to P3. Swifty Racer on 117, and then Mars 104, and Betts Swanza, who's not here at the minute. Young Shots comes into pits like I thought he would do. And then the constructors, my team, Carlin, sitting on first place. They are 31 points clear. So, not sure what the situation will be at the minute. I think Alvatari might actually snatch that from them if it stays like this. Not sure. I think we'll have a look at the point system, will we? So, where is it? So, It is 25 points for P1, so they won't overtake them or Carlin. Mike Shore for P6, he will get 12 points, so that gives them 13-point advantage. But they'll only be gaining. My brains. It's too late to do this. But here we go. The safety car is coming in this lap. Panda will lead the way, like he has for the whole race after having an incident with his championship rival. But when's he gonna go? Imagine he's gonna go pretty. Not. I imagine he'll go late. We'll see now what he decides to do. If he's going to go now, it has to be at the line. As we see, he is gone. He's gone. He's legged it. Elmo Valtteri, not far behind. He hasn't had the worst start, but they're all scrapping for positions down the back. As we see, what's going to happen? Michler goes a whole way around the outside of Giza, gets a bit of contact there, and Emfrock or Arrows has been pushed out off. So scrapping for positions. Swifty Racer has lost a couple from the start, I think, as the spin down the back. That is Marine, who not what AlphaTauri need in this championship fight. Mike Short with this weird camera angle, but Panda's already pulled us out a second before the second sector is even finished, so he has the pace to win this race. But Michael's going to be fighting hard as he's already going up the grid. He goes up the inside of Giza, up into 4th place. He's got the move done. Swifty Racer tried to go 2. Here we go. Lots of battling going on down the straight. Let's say Morris is trying to go for it. Oh, there's contact made with Giza, or who's that? It's Giza, yeah. Morris punts him off. Punts him off into the gravel trap, which is not an incident that Uni want to be getting into in this race. Here comes Mike Short, as let's just say Panda's already dominating this race, but Mike Short wants it. He wants to. Oh, bit of dangerous driving going on from Nova, but can he get 2 moves in one? Someone's had a crash. That's Swifty Racer away. That's just awful for him. He was having such a great race. Nova Sandswood down the inside. Oh, that was close. Oh, this is close racing. This is what we like to see. Elmo Valtteri on the 17 lap old hearts. Not opting to come into the pits on the safety car, which was probably not the wisest decision, as I think Mike Shore will get the move done just here, as he just has so much more traction on exit. Sounds with that inside. Elmo's not going to fight that. Mike Shore can now do a charge up the grid. He wants that. Oh, here comes Morris. Morris on traction. Can he get the move done? He's fighting Elmo down into the chicane. Is Elmo going to ascend one? Mike Shore or Morris picks his braking point nicely as he is up into the podium positions. No more moves being made, but it's just awful for Swifty, who was doing a great race, but unlucky. Sucks to suck, I suppose. Here comes M4. Let's just say Michael's already 5 seconds, or Panda's already 5 seconds clear. M4, if I know his driving style, I'll know he'll go for the overtake down the inside. Brilliant move by M4 as he just makes his way up into P5 after having that setback earlier on with the man in P11, Gizzo. His teammate moves to the side a bit. Some tactical stuff going on from MP Motorsport here. But everyone who decided to pit is up into the top 4. But can I just say here, I think that I don't know about the F2 tyres, unfortunately, so I'm not in a position to comment. Giza crashes again, but if Nova Iconic, like he suffers for now, but surely he'll have the tyre advantage later on. I think he'll have a great advantage here. Here comes Young Shots. After having that setback earlier on the race, he's going for it now. He wants to fight back up. He wants to help Carlin in the championship. He has two hard runners ahead, so it is definitely doable. But um, Morris sets after Michael, but Michael seems to have quite a low wing setup here, so he's going to have a lot of downforce as Elmo Val3 comes into pits for his tyre change to go onto soft tyre. He's made. Ah, Young Shots has had a collision. At turn 1, he's retired on track as well. Looks like it's going to be another safety car, I imagine. No safety car. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't a safety car. He's parked up on the entry. Oh no, he's off track now. I don't think it's going to be a safety car, which is very strange. And that's bowled by shots there. Probably shouldn't have done that. Might get punished for that. Mars sets after Michael, which is not really what Michael wants. He wants that P2. He's going to fight for P2 for damage limitation after having that collision with Panda early on. But I think as long as Michael holds like a 5 or 6 tenth gap, I think he should be fine. As a bit of battling going on here between Marine and Nova Iconic. Marine, he had that poor start, but he's making his way up back to grid on lap 21. Only 11 drivers remain, and they're all pretty spread out into packs. Infernal Cheese having, I think, his best race of the season so far. Swifty Racer wants to get past him though. Infernal Cheese, he's not carrying any speed through the corners. He's taking poor lines, and Swifty is just all over him here. Oh, bit of dirt driving from Infernal Cheese. But oh, poor boy Swifty shouldn't have done that. He should have backed out as soon as he saw that Infernal wasn't going to hold or wasn't going to give him any room there. But looks like Michael should be fine for another straight. I think so anyway. Yeah, he's going to be fine. As long as he just can hold that. He's got the lower wings, so he should be fine. Going to be a bit of cold blood between the drivers here after what just happened. But Swifty Race has got the speed advantage, he's got the tyre advantage, and heads down the inside. Oh, more dirty driver from it. Jesus acts like he's not there, which is quite poor from him. Sorry about that. Infernal Cheese at the back of Marine. No, Nova on the hard compact tires, and Infernal. Can't get the move done yet, but seems to be the only battling going on track at the minute. Michael and Mars getting pretty close to Michael. They pitted on the same lap, so tires should be more than equal. As Mars taking the right lines and using the right gears, so obviously knows what he's doing, but Morris looks a lot closer to slap. But Meitler has looked pretty strong in Sector 3, so we'll see what's going on with Infernal there. Is he missed the apex, but maybe that was Nova. Yeah, Nova goes off the track again. And we did talk about this curb right there on the exit of that corner. It's deadly if you catch it, see, but Morris is a lot closer to this lap. Meitler missed the apex. It looks like Morris could maybe attack Meitler here, but Meitler still manages to get the gap to 5/10, and he looks okay. So it looks like he's going to be okay again for another lap. As the pack kind of is a bit boring at the minute, apart from Morris. So I don't know why Young Shots retired there. Not the smartest move for Carlin. As we see, Aidan Jones has retired as well for Uni. But Morris is kind of clutching up here for Uni, who I wouldn't say they're in the championship fight, but if they can have a good race, they'll be comfortable from R10, who have Bet Swanza and Kinetic Forge, I think. Morris is very close here. I think he might get the move done. He is better line through the last corner. He's very close to slap, or closer than the last lap. No, I just think he'll have to settle for third at the minute here. But if he can save his tyres, and that's the thing, whilst being so close behind another driver, you can't kill your tyres. Swifty's not going to send it. Oh, Swifty versus Infernal Cheese as well. Cheese taking out Swifty, or nearly collided with him twice. Yeah, he's just driving. Cheese all over the shop here with his lines and stuff. So Swifty's going to get. He's not going to be. It's not nice to be behind a guy that is slowing you down a lot. Yeah. Let's see. I think Swifty's gonna go for it pretty soon, because you can't have this, or else you're just gonna kill your race. Swifty gets better traction. Then Obscure. He's gonna go for it. Oh, he's gonna go straight into the back of him here. I think he picked up a track limit warning there too. Oh, Swifty, don't do that. I did try to warn him, but I don't think he heard me. Oh, Meitler spun. I must have missed that, but he's made a big mistake, because he's 4 seconds behind Morris here, and under attack from Emtwerk and Marine. But Swifty, let's go back to Swifty versus Cheese. Cheese man wants to get his best result of the season. He's having quite a terrible season so far for that Ferrari team. But we'll see now. For Prima, these are crucial races. Here comes Swifty. He's not gonna go for, oh, come on, Swifty. I thought Swifty was more entertaining than that, but we'll see now, surely. Obscure covers it well. Swifty gets a bit on the curb now. That's going to compromise his exit. Don't think there's going to be any moves here, but Meitler's just under attack here from both drivers. But he has 10 laps to make it back up to Morris. He already is making progress on the straight, and he should pull away from Fark this lap. Let's watch Swifty and Cheese. Is Swifty undo what he did earlier? Cleese hits him at the back again. Cleese pushes him off the track again, and nearly takes him out again. As Michael, he's nearly away, but Marine's going to be one to think of an attack here because Enfrock's out of DRS and Marine is closing in quite a more steady pace. Oh, it's going to be tight here actually at the detection zone. Michael needs a good traction. He has got it. So Enfrock will have no DRS as we pass the detection zone. Ryan will have DRS. Ryan's going to go for it here. Sure, he's going to go for it. As he pulls out to the right hand side of the track into turn 1. Enfrock trying to fight that, but looks like Ryan just has really solid pace this race. But Mike Shore, he's getting back up to Morris. He's making steady progress at this rate. He will catch him before the end of the race, but here comes Valhalla and Nova. Another battle to put on battle watch, if you want to call it that. Yeah, Van Amersfoort or McLaren, I think it's called. I think they are. They're having not the best race so far, but Arrows could get up to, or he has a penalty and he's went the whole race on them tyres. Could be seeing some Alex Albon Australia stuff, but he's still faster than Nova on nearly 50% more tire, or 50% better tyres. So we'll see now what's going to happen. It looks like he's struggling on traction a bit maybe, but Swifty and Keys. Let's see what happens here. Swifty's all over the back of him. I say Swifty's getting nervous up the back with Keys. Keys driving very unpredictably. Swifty has to back out the throttle there. Not sure what Keys' goal is here. We'll see now what's going to happen. Swifty just needs to brake late and hold his line. Maybe... Oh, I don't know what Keys is doing. He's driving so dirtily here. I hope Swift just takes him out. Yeah, Keys is driving super poorly. Oh, what is going on? Oh dear, what is happening? What am I watching? Oh, what is this happened? Infernal Cheese is pregnant. I don't know. What the fuck has this happened? As Cheese takes him out again. What am I watching? Cheese is actually... I don't know what is going on here. That is like, the desync too as well. Oh, great stuff here at the Division 2 races. Here comes Swifty Racer, trying for the 20th time to overtake Cleese. As Cleese is, he's, oh my god, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. It's just, like, I've never seen worse driving from Cleese in my life. What am I watching? As, let me save a clip of the desync. Oh, and Swifty's been taken out by Cleese again. Cleese is just driving so... I feel so bad for Swifty. as oh, let's go back up to Michael, as he's closing in on Morris for P2, but Marine is also. That's the thing here. So we'll see how it plays out. Is Michael going to get P2? I say that would be a quite good battle to watch. Let's see what happens here. Marine might have DRS. It's going to be really tight here. Michael is strong at this section of the track. Oh, they're nearly 1 second going into the last corner. Michael missed the apex a bit. Can he get the traction? No, he can't. Marine will have the DRS, which is not good. As 5 laps remaining in the race, Marine loses a bit of time in the first sector. As Giz is also chasing after Nova, they have pretty similar tyres. Giza goes for it. Oh, they touch. Giza just getting frustrated about what's happened in this race. It hasn't gone his way at all so far. Man, we see Mars. He's pretty comfortable for Michael at the minute, but Michael's gonna want to start making some progress. He wants to give himself maybe a lap or two to get past. And I think the person that we should all be worrying for is R10 Valhalla, who he wants to make his way up to P6. He's only have to get past Cheese, who let's just say he's not had the best track record this race. But I've just realised Avatar are having a brilliant race, and I think they're going to overtake. Carlin here, maybe. We'll have a look at their results. So, let's see. So if Michael finishes in P2, that'll be 3 points. And then Marine will get a full 18 or 20 points. So it's going to be really tight going into the last 2 races at the minute. There'll be 10 or 11 points in it. Which is, Carlin, they look so strong at this. We looked so strong at the start of the season, but we've got a lot of things going wrong, more than right. Just like poor driving, as we see, massive battle going on here. Here comes Nova Iconic, gets forced off the track a bit. Oh, he's on the curb. He's taken. Elmo gets a close miss. Good miss by Elmo. I don't think there can be a safety car anymore anyway, because too far behind. Or the gap from Nova. This is the only real battle going on track here. Michael needs this P3. Can't afford to let Marine through, even if it. Young Shots has put Carlin in a sticky situation, but we'll see how this race plays out. Of course, Panda having taken out Michael early in the race was not helpful at all. Marine's pretty close now. I don't know what's going to happen. Michael needs to speed up a little bit so he can get that DRS by Mars. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Elmo gets a 3-second time penalty, which you don't see a whole lot often in Division 2, or not in Division 2, but in Zandvoort in general. But this is just a taster for what's going to come tomorrow in Division 1. Swifty Racer, and you got a feel for him. He's been in a lot of incidents. Oh wait, oh I've just clocked on why Infernal Cheese was taking Swifty out so much. He was desynced. That's why he just turned in like he wasn't there. Let's go to Marine first, Michael. Marine losing a bit of time in the first sector. It's just you have to appreciate what this man does. You know, he comes into the races. He's won pretty much every race I can remember for the past couple of weeks, and he's continuing to do what he does, and he's hungry for his first championship in Formula V. He's getting a sniff of it now. But Michael needs to get his throttle pedal down. He needs to get the right foot down, because he can't. I don't think he can pick up P2 anymore. Maybe if Morris got a penalty or something, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he should be more worried about Marine at the minute. But even then, I think Marine should be. Don't think it's gonna happen, as Mitra's pulling away even with DRS here. So the order is Panda, Mars, Mitra, Marine, Emferk, Cheese, Swifty, Arrows, Giza, Elmo, and Nova. So you can see the 3 championship guys, they're all up there, including Mars, and Arrows has actually done an Albon, but he has forgot to pit. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, because he started on the hard tyres. He pitted for the hard tyres on lap 2. Maybe just a miscommunication, but we have to appreciate Panda and what he's done for the last couple of rounds, in the wet or in the dry, what people say. But Michael or Panda crossed the line to win the Division 2 Dutch Grand Prix. He crosses the line in style with a 10-second gap nearly. He just dominates the race. Morris crossed the line. Michael hangs on to P3. Morris having a great race for Uni there. Marine crossed the line in P4 to bring AlphaTauri even closer to the championship. Emferk having a great race there in P5. Cheese crossed the line after some decent issues in P6. Swifty crossed the line in P7. And Giza As that's the conclusion of the race. So we have Panda, Mars, and then Mitchell, then Marine, Emperk, and Cheese, and Swifty, Giza, Elmo, Nova, Shots, finishing out of points, or no, he DNF, sorry, Aiden, and Simo, and Arrows, who got disqualified for not failing to use the right tire compounds. That's the fastest lap 2 with a 120.5. And that's the conclusion of the race. Thank you for watching. And we'll be live tomorrow for Division 1 and next week for the Italian Grand Prix. Thank you.